welcome back to another video. This one, again, we're reading from Reddit, because that's what we like to do. What would you do if you woke up as the only person in the world? Or you woke up the only person in the world. I'm assuming that's, you didn't wake up the only person in the world. You would be the only person in the world and you woke up. So let's rephrase that. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Let's start with this one. The first one, I'd probably have a psychotic breakdown. Well, that would be well deserved. I'd spend a lot of time gathering the Pokemon cards I want to build a deck out of. Hey, there's goals. Just because I am the dumbest does not mean I would make a dumb assumption. Either way, I would travel the world looking for other people, since I would surely think that I cannot be the only one left. Though that's after I calm down from a huge psychotic breakdown, since most of the population, to my knowledge, disappeared. Yeah. And a person asked them in return, how would you travel the world? You know how to fly a plane, steer a ship, fuel a plane. And another person says, depending on where you start out, driving around could go on for decades. At some point, you're going to have to figure out a solar-powered traveling method, though as gas will soon break down over time. Horse and cart or ox and cart. No point wasting time investing in something that won't work. Okay. So this next person says they'll cry, then dance in the street, then go exploring. Give it a day or two. Once I'm certain, or I feel certain that I'm the last person on Earth, oh, god damn, I'd probably kill myself, they'd say. Wow. Wow. Why? No. Simple. I'd ask Reddit. Would honestly be the happiest person ever existed. Okay. I can't disagree with that one. Good question. I guess travel the world on my own, but that wouldn't be a living at all. I would go back to sleep. I'd commandeer a yacht, sail to the nearest tropical paradise, and finally read all those books I never got around to. While probably talking to volleyballs like Tom Hanks in Castaway. See, I like this idea. A lot of people have this idea, well, I'm going to go exploring, I'm going to go traveling. But other than driving, there's not many people who know how to fly or cruise or drive a boat or whatever. So yeah, you're going to be stuck pretty much where you're at. And I'm not saying you can't go exploring there, but yeah. Okay, so after my initial panic attack subsides, I would find a nice place to settle down with abundant resources and good structural integrity before all the remaining accessible gasoline goes bad. After that, I'd work on acquiring, maintaining any electricity operating devices that won't require gasoline and start rank charging my new Tesla for most of my remaining days. See, they've got a plan. I like this. They actually had a plan. I would tell that person they are no longer the only person in the world since I am here. I would have to confirm. See, that's what I was talking about with the wording of the question. But okay. I would have to confirm somehow that I'm the only person in the world, and that might take some time. Probably would try the internet, maybe dial some new phone numbers abroad, blah, blah, blah. But I'd also probably just set up as many communication methods as possible just in case there happens to be anyone else out there. But I'd also go bust into one of my neighbors' houses who has solar panels and make that my home base. See, I've got a plan. I really do have a plan. If I was the last person on Earth, and I'll share it at the end. I would rather, how it is possible, I would wake up the only person on the Earth when I'm not supposed to be there with him. Sadly. Try to rescue all the pets I could and have a really hard time dealing with that. Then die shortly after a preventable illness I need prescriptions for. Ooh. See, that's one thing. Yeah. Ooh, that'd be bad. I actually had a dream as a kid with this exact scenario. I woke up, no one was in the house, which was odd. The front door was wide open. I called for my family members, but nothing. I went outside. It was quiet, like deep in the night, but on a sunny, bright day. Shortly after stepping outside and realizing there was no one around, I walked around town to look for people. Went down the street, walked a few hundred meters to next marketplace. Still nothing. There was a church right beside the market. Somehow I got the feeling to look inside. I went to the door and tried it and opened it. Then I woke up. Today, probably be bored and try to break into stores to get some cool stuff to fill my time. Yeah. I would just explore the world. Like imagine walking through NYC alone and hopping on in a jet. Again, while you were still in working condition and just traveling across continents. After scratching that itch, it'd be hard to say because being completely alone would be terrible. See, I completely disagree. I don't feel that way. Probably have fun for a few weeks. Check out. First, I'd go back to bed. There you go. Make the best of it. I'd raid every fancy grocery store, whip up a gourmet feast, dine in the penthouse luxury suite of a hotel. Then I'd be the only one left. I'm living it up home alone style. There you go. Again, good plan. I'd celebrate. People suck. There's a person after my own heart. do a few crazy things and cash it in. There's a lot of people that are willing to like die afterwards. I don't know. I don't have that. Okay. No people. If there's dogs or cats, I'll be fine. Yep. That's pretty much, yeah. I will have all the puppies. As I jokingly tell my husband and my son, I will have all the puppies. Me, an idiot, wondering how I wake up wherever the last Earth is. Yeah, I would love that. Go to a store, grab some solar panels and a few battery stations, grab a car, travel a shit ton, and explore all kinds of places. Settle down somewhere with some animals, and eventually, down the line, call it quits. I'd read books and watch movies. Do some gardening. I will do the things I want to do because of work, that I can't do because of work and people. Let's see what will happen when I'm done with all that wish list. There you go. I like that one. I've seen Last Man on Earth. I'd move into Michael Jordan's mansion for a while and decorated with priceless arts from the MOA. That's a good plan too. Tell them to go back to sleep. Oh. Well, since there would be no one to keep any basic technologies running, that's always been my thought. Especially electricity, I don't know how long I'd last. But if the internet was still a thing, I'd be looking at things like picking locks, hot wiring cars, extracting gas from defunct gas stations, and get to exploring. See, good plans. I would apologize and make them coffee. See, I'm not the only one that had a problem with the wording of the question. I would go to a Ferrari dealership and, well, hey, why not? Who's going to stop you? Find a second pair of glasses before I stacked up on books from the library. Yeah, honestly, that would be a concern for me. I'd be like, shit, I got to be very careful with my glasses because it's the last pair forever. I'm blind as a bat. Depends on if animals are still there. If they are, I'll be just fine. Yep. That's how I feel too. As long as I got puppies or kitties, we're good. Actually, I could take other animals too. I'd like to have some sheep, maybe some goats, a cow or two, ducks. I could do that. If you're the only person in the world, well, okay, how are we going to wake up? All right, we're going to try to avoid those from now on. Travel to the nearest big city and see if there is anybody else. Probably take a few days, maybe a week to finally realize I'm the last one. From there, research. Go online if the power is still up and find out the best areas of North America to grow crops and have the most amiable climate for survival. An area hopefully out of the major fire, earthquake, tornado zones. Settle on a general area and travel there. Look around for a good homestead and settle down. Raid nearby farms, towns, shops for whatever I need. And spend the winter on a crash course of learning with a ton of books and videos gathered over the summer. See, that is a damn good plan. Very similar to stuff that I would do, honestly. Read my books. Hopefully don't break my glasses. Yeah, that's a problem for all of us. Yeah, most of us. Stockpile all the essentials and visit the entire world. Since I don't know how to fly a plane and don't want to die trying, I would take boats around the world. I don't know how to swim or, pilot a boat, so I'm screwed. Okay, so this one's got a list. Ready? Play my favorite games on the best PCs before electricity blacks out. Play with real cars like a kid. Drive my favorite cars. Play with every safe animal. Eat my favorite food. Take every model car. Sing FNF songs very loud. I don't know what that is. Someone tell me what that is. Cry. Plant plants, especially peas and sunflowers. Think of philosophy. Take a video. Make a video game. Build every Lego set. Drive any emergency vehicle with sirens on. Take every gun I like and shoot it safely. Say fuck you to every person I hated. Destruct everything so nature would be everything, make everything into trees and grass. Oh God! And last of all, of course, kill myself. I don't know that I would. People have some issues. I'm just gonna say that. Roam around for a few days, fly a plane, drive some expensive cars, then go out with a bang. Why is everyone so anxious to kill themselves? What the hell, people? Maybe you guys need some therapy. Honestly, I would burn a lot of stuff down. Oh my God. Smile. Drive any car, eat anything from every store, and visit the world. How are you going to visit the world? Get to work on time, but I won't. My luck, by the time that happens, my boss will be AI and I still have to go to work. It's not funny because it's true. There's another one, probably kill myself without someone to make my thyroid med. I'm going to die very slowly and painfully. Well, okay. See, this I can understand, but live it up a little bit at least. I mean, come on. I'd finally walk through a museum without someone blocking my view, then head to NASA and see if I can figure out how to launch a rocket. Because hell, why not? Why not aim for the stars when you're already on your own? See, that's good. Go to the nearest beach and eat my favorite food with my dog. Aw, don't forget the doggy. Don't forget the puppies. Wasn't this question asked like 2 days ago? Probably, but it's Reddit. So have a beer and go back to sleep. Okay. Raid the pharmacies and get fucked up. Do I know I'm the only person in the world? Yes, that's because the question said so. Probably have a go at surviving by myself, realize it sucks and get incredibly depressed and jumped off a cliff. Wow. Go to airport, choose a nice airplane, not jet, piston, and go explore the world. Feed the animals at the zoo. Weep for all the others I can't save. Aw, see, that was my first thought. I was like, would I go and like release the animals at the zoo? Because I mean, some are obviously going to kill each other, but I can't stand the thought of them dying, starving, dehydrating in the zoo. It's very, I don't know. I don't know. Go around and rescue the dogs. There we go. Rescue all the dogs. I will have all the puppies. As an introvert, I'd throw myself a party. Then go to the closest supercar dealership. Okay. Let's see. Collect foods, water, and gasoline to begin with. From here, figure out solar energy or water mills to change my electronics. Then hit the beach and have a good life with some pets. Yeah, that doesn't sound horrible. I would like to build and have an army of ducks and chickens. Yeah! Ducks. I prefer ducks and geese. Geese are mean as fuck. Well, so are chickens. That's my little sister. Chickens used to attack her. First, I'd finally get to skip the line at the coffee shop. Woo! And then I'd probably have an intense game of hide and seek with myself to stave off the existential crisis. Cry for a long time, then blare music and start going through people's homes and snooping through everything. Then taking cars, driving way too fast, probably have a lot of drugs, cats, and dogs. That's kind of similar to what I want to do. I miss my family for a while. Then I'd go around and free all the animals locked in homes since their owners are gone. See, that's yeah. But I'd be nervous because how many would try to attack me? Then I'd feel bad for the ones that couldn't get into different parts of the world. I would stock up on whatever food I could. I'd have to obtain a bicycle with a wagon for transport, as I'm sure the streets will be filled with empty cars. I'd find protection from wild animals. I don't have internet, which will be okay. I could snag some solar-powered portable generators and use them to keep things like the freezer, AC, microwave, blah, 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 powered. I know plumbing probably wouldn't work, so I'd have to use a bucket and trash bag, then designate a neighbor's house for the waste house and stash my waste there. That's smart. I'd use a different house for trash. There won't be any doctors, but pharmacies have medicines. I doubt I'll be doing much to break my limbs. I'll also raid Sam's Clubs and get a few of those buckets that have like 200 days supply of food if need be. I think I'll be fine. I'm not worried about the loneliness either. I'm already used to being alone. That's kind of sad, but damn, you got a good plan, and I commend you. I will go take care of the animals in the shelters. Also try to care for the zoo animals. Collect all the best books from libraries. Yeah. Probably watch I Am Legend. Have you read the play Rhinoceros by Eugene Ionesco? No, I have not. I don't know if this is a clever thing or not. There would be time now so I could read. Yes! Nothing. I'd be happy for the sake of nature and wildlife. I just enjoy the rest of my life. So that's a good attitude. Somebody would get naked. I would secure one warehouse just to accumulate perishable food. Then get window screens off buildings to dry any perishable food. In the sun produce grocery stores, meats into jerky, etc. Then the sun lose some weight because the sudden caloric trade would probably kill many in the first week. You're not wrong. Yeah. Let's see. If I didn't know I was the last person, I'd scrounge up and look for people. Scrounge around, sorry. But if I knew I was the last person, I'd try to make my way around the world to see the places on my bucket list before they disappear. Break into the richest person's house and live there. Phase 1, look for other people. Phase 2, starting a few days at most, go into survival mode as critical infrastructure breaks down. Establish a base of operations, begin hoarding rations, clean water, various equipment. Guns, because I don't know what's going to go on or who's still there. Keep looking for people. Get injured, or phase 3, get injured, sick, attacked by a wild dog, etc., and die because there are no doctors left. This may happen at any time from the beginning of phase 1 to 20 years in. Until then, keep looking for people and do silly shit to stay sane. I like that. That's probably the best one. Jack a nice truck and drive until you can't find any more gas. Yeah. I'd grab a megaphone and announce, finally, I can sing in the shower without judgment. Then I'd promptly take a victory lap around the empty city. Okay. I'd mess with evolution of the remaining life forms. Damn. Segregating the higher intelligent animals like dogs, cats, mice, primates into different continents separated by oceans. Well, this is implying that you have some kind of control of that. But anyway, give them learning toys and designed to be their species for their species to eventually understand. Create fake artifacts in Sumerian and Egyptian styles, showing each species as once having advanced technology and intelligence, with human beings being subordinate to them. In a million years, things will be very interesting. That is brilliant. And I'm going to end the video on that one, or at least this part of the video. But I will tell you what I will do, because I said, so I live in a very, 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 very small village. So if I woke up and I was the only one here, I'd be sad because my family would be gone. Hopefully I'd still have my animals. I would go through and release all the animals that I could. Most of the dogs around here run around wild anyway, so it wouldn't be an issue. I would go house to house because, you kind of know who lives and who does what. Gather ammo, guns, food, supplies, clothing, anything that you're going to need. Find the best, well-established, defensible home. Right now, I don't know where that would be. Yeah, I don't know which one of my neighbors that would be, but I'd spend all the time gathering your supplies. Try to make it depends on the time of year because if it's summer, you should probably travel. If it's winter, you want to stay hidden down and hunkered down. But then definitely when it gets better travel weather, gather your stuff and move somewhere where the climate is better, where you can grow food, you can have more animals, because it's not just dogs and cats. You're gonna need meat. So sheep, cattle, and I can butcher if I have to. Done it before. So learn how to fish, stop by libraries, get as many books about survival and just basic any kind of stuff like that. And I'd be okay as long as I have some animals. If I didn't have animals, I'd probably go a little batshit crazy. But I'd actually be okay with being the last person left in the world. I'd miss my family, but I wouldn't last long because of certain health concerns. But I'd have fun while I could. Find a bike. Because you could drive for a while. You really could. But you're going to run out of gas. The cars are going to break down. And I'm assuming if, everyone just blinked out of existence, there'd be, well, where I live, not so many cars on the highway. But eventually, if you tried to get into a city, you'd have to walk in anyway. So you might as well have a bike where, get your healthy shit out of the way and stuff. That's what I would do. A lot of other stuff, but we'll stop with that one. Anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.